What does the third party know about me? What do they think about me? You versus the third party. What is going on in this third party situation in today's Pick a Card tarot card reading? I've got 3 pick a card readings for you. We've got the Mystical Moments tarot deck for pick a card read number 1. Pick a card read number 2. We've got the Light Seers tarot deck. And pick a card read number 3. We've got the Modern Witch tarot deck. All the timestamps are down below. Private readings are available from my website. But let's get on with today's timeless pick a card reading. What does the third party think about you? What do they know about you? You first as the third party. What is going on in your complicated love situation? Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. I live in a little seaside town and I absolutely love reading tarot for you. What does the third party know about you? What do they think about you? You first as the third party in your complicated love situation in today's pick a card tarot card reading. Your energy was drawn to the Mystical Moments tarot deck. If you ever want to know what deck I use, check out my website. I've got my whole collection photos on my tarot deck page. So anyway, there's that. And it got the names, so then you can go and find them wherever they are the cheapest on the internet. And maybe get someone to buy one for you, or just buy it yourself and do a cleansing ritual when you get it. A getting to know you ritual. Anyway, so you versus the third party. What is going on? What does the third party know about you? Do they even know about you? What do they think about you? You versus the third party. I'm going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons, most importantly 4 angels, offering us a circle of protection so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. Been drawn towards this one. Down this side is you. Down the middle is your person. Down the far side is the third party. Now, when I say third party, I mean the other person connected to your person. It doesn't matter what their status is. It's as simple as that to me. You're always here. The person furthest away from you is the furthest away from where you are. So then we have all of the connecting energy. And we will do clarification and things as well. Let me put this deck to one side. So in the recent past, you've had the Empress reversed, which is feeling a lack of growth within this connection, feeling like things should be a lot easier than what they have been recently, feeling like you're being denied of being the Empress, whether you're male or female. It feels like, yeah, a bit stunted, a bit of lack of growth, being held back as well. Your person's recently had the 2 of Cups, and in the middle of you both is the King of Wands, and it's the female King of Wands in this deck. In this deck we have a female, a male king, and emperors as well. There's a lot of passion and desire between you both, but it feels like you hold them back. It feels like you're biting your tongue, and it feels like the thing is, what's going on with me right this very moment is I've got all of this craziness going on inside of me, but I can't speak the words. And that feels like that's where your head's been. Like you've had these thoughts, these feelings, this complicatedness all whirling around. And every time you go to talk about it, you can't explain yourself properly. That's what it feels like. And it's been in recent past. It's how we've got to this reading. The third party at that point had the World. And we've got the 3 of Wands in the middle of them both, which may have been plans happening, or you may just be thinking, I don't want to swear, but you may be thinking, just, will this third party go away? Like, will they just go away? It feels like you know that their energy is stopping your connection from being what it needs to be. Now, with your person being the 2 of Cups in the middle of you both, I'm like, I think they love both of you. Or they love you, and they just don't see everything else that's going on. I don't quite know yet. But the King of Wands in the middle of you both, it feels like you've been trying really hard to maintain it without losing your shit on everyone. That's what it feels like. And it feels like the crazy image that's just come into my head is like having a rugby ball or a soccer ball and drop kicking it, and it goes way beyond Mars. It goes right out the universe, and it feels like that's what you want to do with this third party. Um, and I'm thinking, well, even if you'd done that, would that solve the problems going on here? I'm not sure, but I can feel how you're feeling. You just want this to come to an end, don't you? Um, so yeah, as a reader, sometimes we get the most random visual imagery pop in. I think that's probably the craziest one I've had for a while. Drop kicking someone into the universe, out to the outer universe. You've got the Four of Pentacles reversed at the moment. You don't want to lose this connection. You're scared of losing. It feels like you feel like you've been pushed out more and more. There's lack of movement on your person's part, which is the Knight of Wands reversed. Your person's not particularly doing the right things at the moment. And the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Instead of your person sorting all of this out, they're like putting you on one shelf, putting the third party on another shelf, and they're closing their ears and their eyes, and they're like, I don't know what to do. So they're not doing it. They're avoiding it, aren't they? The third party in this has got the Queen of Pentacles. So they're almost like, I'm here to stay, I'm not going anywhere. And the King of Swords in the middle of them both, and it's the male King of Swords. And it feels like there's communication about money between them both. Communication about where we're going and what we're doing. Communication about quite a lot of things. And there's a lot of indecisiveness between you and your person. It feels like a really unstable scenario for you at the moment. And it's because your person's not doing the right things. I think it's really annoying that your it's almost like they're sat at the table talking to the third party to negotiate things. They may also have lawyers in the middle of them both. Sometimes the King of Swords is like professional people. So it may be legal advice. It may just be all kinds of things, but you're scared of losing this. You don't want to lose it, but you don't want to say your piece, but you don't want to lose them either. It feels like you're in a bit of a no-win situation at the moment, or you feel that you are. You're moving on to the Nine of Pentacles reversed, which the longer this goes on, the more it's going to affect you. So the longer your person lets this situation go on, the more of a negative effect it's going to have on you. All of your cards are reversed. You're being massively held back. Your assets that feel like being compromised. It just feels like your well-being in general is being compromised. You're used to being this really strong, independent person, happy-go-lucky, making good choices and decisions, happy to stand on your own 2 feet. But this whole situation's flipped that all upside down for you. You're forgetting who you are. You're forgetting how strong you are. You're waiting. You're holding back what you want to say. You're biting your tongue. You're hoping for the best. At the moment, it feels like you're creeping into a place of you don't believe anybody. Your person's moving on to the Queen of Swords. Then the Ten of Wands in the middle of them both. And the Hierophant card reversed for the third party. I don't know if them two are married or not, or were on the path to that, or the third party had the hopes of that. But it feels like that coming to an end, to be honest. And it feels like the third party starting the legal proceedings to bring certain things to an end, or starting the ball rolling of getting things to come to an end. Separate any assets, separate their lives. And it's coming from the third party, which has surprised me a bit. Maybe that's why they're the Queen of Pentacles at the moment. They're the one that's making a choice. And I think that's going to really annoy you, because it should be your person making the choice. And it feels like The third party's taking control of this situation. They're making the choices and decisions, and your person's just having to deal with it, which is going to annoy you, because really you want your person to choose you. You don't want your person to come to you just because they've lost the option of being there. And it feels like the ball's starting to roll. It may take quite a while. We've got the Page of Wands reversed in the middle of you both, which is like a shallow, selfish energy. It really does feel like you're on the outside looking in, of waiting for your person to turn around and look at you, and waiting for them to acknowledge that, hey, do you know what? You need a little bit of reassurance here. All the power is with the third party. They're being allowed to make all the choices. So then you think, okay, so if the third party decided that they were staying together, would they be staying together then? Yeah, I feel your frustration. So I'm going to pull a Celtic cross for you, because there's a massive power imbalance here. So it's like the third party has already been wanting for this to come to an end anyway. And I don't think your person realised that. So I'm going to pull a Celtic cross for you, and I want to see what's around you, opportunities to come for you. Attainment. I'd be so annoyed, you know. I would be really annoyed, to be honest. I'm going to split the deck into 4, because you want your person to come towards you because they love you, not just because you're an option for them. And yeah, the Devil. So there's lots of sexual chemistry between you both. The Page of Wands, and there's loyalty. The Page of Wands is reversed in the near future between you both. I think it's the universe telling you, right, okay, so the third party in this is taking control of their situation. So maybe you need to flip the table and take control of your situation. Because your person's had this reluctance to make any choices or decisions. If the third party is taking a strong stance of, well, this is what I'm doing next, you do the same. You decide what you're doing. Do you want your person in your life? Do you want to disconnect from them? Do you want to just walk away and think, I don't want to be second best. I don't want to be the fallback person of, well, they come to me because the third party's taken control of it. You've got more power in this than what you realise. Oh, sorry, I'm just hiccuping. You've got far more power in this than what you really do realise. If you want to support the channel, put a like on it, subscribe, turn your notifications on, let me know what the weather is like where you are today, or let me know what time it is, and let me know where you are, because I think the internet just blows my mind. I don't know how it works, and I don't know how I can be reading tarot at my desk in my little seaside town, and you can watch it from wherever you are. It's really nice sunny here today, and I've got a washing line full of washing, so that's great. Anyway, the daily watchers, you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, the Devil, you have more power in this than you realise. Even if that power is rejecting your person, you may not be able to control your person, you may not be able to dictate to your person, but you can choose to not take part in it. And I think the Page of Wands is reminding you, do you know what, if this is really a detriment to your well-being, it's time for you to start looking after yourself, because the third party is certainly looking after themselves in a way of they're taking control, and it feels like, yeah, they're going to be breaking up. 5 of Wands. The Magician. Start manifesting what you want. Manifest the type of person that you want. Because I think if your person's not careful, when they come out of this, you're not going to be there. Because what did they just think that? Another image that just came in my head, when my son was a toddler, I gave him an ice lolly, and he was stood on his little toddler chair, and he was looking out of the window, and the window was shut, don't worry about that, but he was eating his ice lolly. And then later on I found an ice lolly stick and the ice lolly had melted, and he'd gone back to it to get it for later, and it had melted, and so it broke his heart, of course. But that's what it feels like. That's what just came into my head, that image of that melted ice lolly. Does your person think that they can just leave you somewhere and you're going to be exactly the same when they come back again? Because I think they're going to have a shock with that. The Five of Wands is the chemistry between you both, but your person's treading a fine line at the moment because the third party's ranking above you. And it does feel like if the third party wanted to stay in this connection, they would stay in it. And your person would just carry on juggling like your feelings. And if this is your reading, I hope this has a positive impact on you, because you deserve someone who sees you, who shows up for you, who defends you, who loves you, who cheerleads you. If this isn't your reading, hopefully there's another reading on my channel for you. There's a reason that you've been brought to my channel today. Yeah, you're fed up with sneaking around. The Seven of Swords, you're fed up with. It feels like there's loads of underhand behaviour going on. And it's your person's reluctance to tell you how it is. Reluctance to talk about it. Reluctance to tell anyone about it. It feels like underhand behaviour massively with the Seven of Swords. But that's in the past. Moving forward, so we've got the Four of Pentacles. So you've got the Four of Pentacles reversed right now. You're scared of losing your person at the moment. But the Four of Pentacles is your opportunity to come. So your opportunity is right now. And the Four of Pentacles is about your needs being met. And how are you going to make sure your needs are going to be met? If your person's not taking care of your needs, well, what are you doing then? Your happiness is your priority. And if this person in this situation is not making you happy, how are you going to start getting your feet back on the ground again and making yourself happy again? Because the third party in this is doing whatever the heck they want. And they're quite happy. Feels like they're quite happy. Because I don't think they're scared of losing your person, you know. But you are scared of losing your person. That's what gives you the disadvantage in this, I think. Because your person's got to the point of taking it for granted that no matter what they do, you're going to be there. Which I don't think you're going to. I think they're going to have a big shock. So the timing on this is the Hierophant card. So the timing is the Hierophant card reversed up there. And it feels like the beginning of dissolving whatever connection there is over there. And it's the third party taking control of that. The third party instigating that. The third party pushing your person away. And that's the underlying question here. Yeah, the underlying question, the next one's the timing, isn't it? The underlying question is, when is their connection going to come to an end? The timing on this is the King of Swords, which is now. All of this is playing out right now. And I don't think your person realises the massive energy shift that's happened for you. It's almost like as this reading's gone on, my back is straightened, my head's up, and it's your strength like traveling through you from your feet right up to your head, and you're standing tall and you're standing strong, and it's like your strength's just returning, and it's giving you an insight and a clarity of, oh, okay, I want better than this. So your attainment is the Two of Cups, and then your outcome is the Sun. And I've got a feeling the Two of Cups is not about your person. I know, like, you're like, yeah, you're going to be together. Yeah, maybe you are at some point going to be together. But first of all, I think you need a bit of time for you, you know. And I think you need to manifest, especially with the Magician, the type of relationship you want and what you expect from a relationship. Because then if your person's meant to be your person, the universe will show them this is what they need to do. At the moment, they're not taking care of you at all. Maybe you need to have a little rethink of what you genuinely want from a relationship. And are you happy to be left on a windowsill on a hot day and just be melting away? You've got a lot of happiness in your future. The Sun is all about your abundance. And the Sun is like, come on, we need to get you back on your feet again. You need to be glowing and radiant and everything. And you need to be as strong as you possibly can be and as confident as you can be. so that if this person's meant to eventually learn their lesson and come back for you, they'll do that. If it's meant to be somebody else, if somebody else is your Two of Cups, it's about you being strong and not being scared to let go of the things that are wasting your time, so that you can open your path up for things that are good for you. And the stronger you are, the less nonsense you'll put up with. When you're really strong and you feel like someone's abandoned you, you don't want to give them the time of day. But when you feel like down and low and all of that, and someone abandons you, it's just making you feel worse about yourself, because you've already got that negative voice, and it's already like, making that worse. You've got a happy future ahead of you. You need to get back to being the Empress. You need to create your own foundation. Stop being scared of losing this person, because if they're not meant to be your person, the worst thing of losing them is that you're opening the path for somebody new and somebody better. And if you're not scared of losing them and they stay and they turn out to be the best person ever, then that's great as well. You haven't spent all that time worrying. You don't need to be worrying. So that's the message that I have for you. I feel it's been a bit of a lecture, but I hope the right person gets the right reading. I want you to be strong. I want you to remember how beautiful you are. And no one should be abandoning you at all. You're worthy of a lot. You're amazing. So I'm going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection so your angels take you on your way. If you'd like me to pull a card for you when I have my coffee in the morning, request pull a card in the comments. It's my little reward for getting this far into the reading, especially if it's yours, because it has been particularly harsh, I think. But I hope it does something good for you. So private readings are available, but if this was your reading, you don't need it. You just need to listen to this again, maybe. If you see purple hearts anywhere on my channel, they are the purple hearts that power this channel forward. Without them amazing people out there, the thumbnails for this channel would not get in front of anybody new. They'd just wither and die, wouldn't it? But I'd still be here, I'd still be here. Been reading tarot all my life. I'm not about to stop now. So anyway, I just think the Purple Heart Gang are totally amazing, and now you're part of it. They're a lovely bunch of people. I've been seeing you all talking in the comments of each other, so that's really nice. That's so nice to see. Such a lovely community. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. I live in a little seaside town, and I absolutely love reading tarot for you. Third party situation. What does the third party know about you? What do they think about you? You versus the third party. What is going on? What does the tarot want you to know? I'm going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons. Most importantly, for angels, offering us a circle of protection so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. I've been drawn towards this one. Down this side is you. Down the middle is your person. Down the far side is the third party. When I say third party, I mean the other person connected to your person. Doesn't really matter who they are, but it's the other person. You are always here, closest to me, and they're always furthest away from you. So if this doesn't fit, then there'll be another reading on my channel for you, because I think there's a reason you've been brought here today. Then we have the connecting energy. I am putting all of my tarot spreads into the ebook that I'm writing at the moment. That's why I've not been uploading as much. I've been doing loads of shorts, which has meant I've been able to get on with writing this ebook. So yeah, I'm putting all of the tarot spreads in there. Anyway, let's have a look. What is going on? There's back to sexual chemistry between you both, So you've got the devil. You're very tempting for them. I've got the yeah, when you see you know, when you're like scrolling either through TikTok or through a social media platform and recipes come up and it's a gooey brownie and they break it open, it's all gooey on the inside, and that's why you're all gooey on the inside. It's irresistible, it's naughty, it's delicious, it's all of the things that will probably we shouldn't have, but wow. So that's your energy. I'm just sat thinking, oh my goodness, your person doesn't stand a chance of denying you, do they really? So your person's had the Six of Cups, the Five of Cups in the middle of you both, which is learning from the past a little bit. The third party had the Hierophant card, which feels either hopes for marriage or that they were married or they were on that kind of hopeful path or whatever's going on there. But the Three of Swords was in the middle of them both, which is a lot of pain. And it feels like your person in the recent past has been filing this connection into the past and it's causing pain. And the third party may have been seeking marriage guidance if I think they were married. Yeah, so we're going to go with that. If it's your reading, it's your reading. Feels like they were hoping that, oh no, come on, we can think of all the things. I don't think the third party wants them to leave or wanted them to leave, whatever's been going on. But there's been a lot of pain there. And your person's been processing it. It's almost like you're going, come here with me. I can do the things for you that your person can't do. The other person can't do. So, what does the third party know about you? They know quite a lot about you. They've got the Queen of Wands reversed. If they haven't sought you out on social media, they've had friends do it. The Queen of Wands reversed is someone who's quite interfering, but they're also a sharer of information. I sometimes describe them as you go for lunch with your friends or you go to a bar with your friends and it becomes a safe space and you will start sharing stories. Well, the Queen of Wands will reversed. We'll sit there and listen to all of it. And then a week later, you'll hear that they've been repeating it. Now, in their head, they're repeating it to just share information because it's a handy thing to do. For us, we think, what an arsehole. Can't you just keep your mouth shut? If I tell you something, keep it to yourself. No, the Queen of Wands doesn't like doing that. And it feels like a gaggle of people. The thing that's in my head is like a load of white geese all gaggling and talking and just all their gossiping. I think the third party knows quite a lot about you. And the Seven of Swords reversed for you at the moment. You may want to put everything on private, or you may have already done that, or you may have been blocking people. I think the third party's got a friend that keeps setting up fake accounts to find out as much information or doing whatever they need to do to find out as much information. And I don't know why, because it's not benefiting anyone. And it feels like maybe you've already upped all of your security so that, you know, they don't have a right to your information, you know. But that's what I'm getting. So in the middle of you both at the moment is the World reversed. There's delays. Your person's processing what's been going on. The Seven of Swords reversed for you is you wanting your privacy to be protected, but also a little bit of indecisiveness. You're not quite sure where you're going or what you're doing together. You're hoping for the best, but it feels like you're taking quite a lot of the heat. The Five of Swords reversed for your person is they don't know what battle to fight. They don't. They're a bit bewildered at the moment. They don't want to lose you because you've got the Five of Cups in the middle of you both down there. They don't want to lose you, but they're fighting a breakup. They're fighting I'm going to call the third party the ex. They're fighting their ex because they don't want their ex to upset you. They're fighting the friends because they're like defending themselves. It feels like the connection come to an end naturally and then you were there, you know. It feels like they're defending themselves and they're fighting. It's just a lot. Your person's going through a lot at the moment. I feel quite bad for them, actually. I don't often say that, but there we go. We have the Ace of Swords reversed in the middle of them both, which is the damage that this person's friends are doing. A lot of damage. And it feels unfair. It feels like even if you hadn't have come along, this would have been breaking up. They may have already been exes when you first come together, and the ex is just being a complete and utter psycho. Their friends are. Maybe they're not necessarily, but they're reaping the rewards of whatever's happening. And they're not putting a stop to it, you know. I just had an inner fear that I wasn't filming. That's the third party, isn't it? Stop talking. No, I'm not going to. You're moving on to the Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles. See, the third party wants you to become the Six of Cups. No, moving on to the Six of Pentacles. Your person's moving on to the Nine of Wands reversed, which they're going to have to start doing something a bit different. They're going to have to get a bit of a backbone. They're going to have to stand up for themselves. They're going to have to put a ring of protection around the both of you. I think they're going to. If you want to support the channel, put a like on the reading. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps to get one of my thumbnails in front of somebody who's never seen it before, and maybe they will take something positive from this channel. Subscribe, turn your notifications on. If you see purple hearts anywhere, they're the most amazing purple heart gang in the whole wide world, and now you're part of it. Private readings are available. So in the middle of you both moving towards the future is the Six of Swords reversed, which is a bit of a half-hearted energy, but it feels like let's slowly get things going, and you're very receptive of that. It's taking a step back from everything so that both of you can take a step in a different direction. The third party, or the ex, in this has the Four of Cups reversed, feeling very sorry for themselves, and the Page of Cups reversed, which feels like petty stupidness. I think the ex needs to grow up, because I think they've probably been an ex for quite a long time. And your person, whether you'd have come along or not, your person was leaving them. That was over. Your person's, with the Page of Cups reversed, your person's not putting any effort into there anymore. It's almost like they're going to put a wall up, and they're not even going to engage with the petty drama or anything. But it's going to make the third party feel very upset, but they just need to move on, don't they? It's very hard, but especially I don't think their friends are doing them any favours, you know, because the damage that their friends are doing, what are they expecting? That your person's now going to go, oh, sorry, right, yeah, I'll come back. No, they're just making it even worse. They're making it so that your person's thinking, I'm so glad I've left, you know. Six of Pentacles for you is, yeah, the give and take between you both, and let's make choices together. So I'm going to do a Celtic cross for you and see what comes up. What do you need to know? So the Five of Wands is all the petty drama that's been caused by the ex's friends, and the Tower, moment of liberation. And it's connected to the Five of Swords and the Nine of Wands, and they're both reversed. It's connected to that. It's that moment of your person finally not engaging with it, not being heartbroken by it. It feels not that they're heartbroken about the connection breaking down. It feels like they're just gutted that people are treating them like this. The Tower feels like your person suddenly seeing how toxic all of this was. So we've got the Ten of Cups, really nice. And this is all for you, you know. This Celtic cross is all about you as an individual. The Ten of Cups, yeah. The Hanged Man, you're both at a crossroads at the moment. It's just a matter of time to get into the new path, making a sacrifice to move forward. That sacrifice may just be deleting all of your social media or like shutting everything down. And it'll be worth it. Because the Ten of Cups, you two are meant to be together. It's been a long time since your person's felt wanted. The Five of Coins, your person's already walked away from that. The Five of Coins is all about walking away. It feels like financially they'll probably take a loss. It feels brutal, you know, it feels like a brutal breakup. And I'm gonna say again, even if you hadn't have come along or you hadn't have been there, these two would not have stayed together. So the friends can blame you as much as they want. It's not true. They would not have been together anyway. The Queen of Cups is the opportunity to come, and it's, yeah, both of you getting on the same page and starting a new life together. I don't know if you're just going to completely move away from where you are, or move in together, or relocating somewhere. See some kind of movement off to my left. I don't know what that means. That may mean something to you. To the left of you. Where are you going? That's on the left of you. Although the world is a globe, so I guess everything's to the left, isn't it? But where are you going that's to the left on your map? If you look at your map and you look at where you are, left, what is on your left? Where is it you're going? So there we go. We've got the Nine of Cups, which is the underlying question. Are you going to get what you want? Yeah. Yeah. Timing on this is the Magician. It's your person recognising the Knave of Cups. Attainment. It's the happy feelings between you both, you know. It feels like you've got a lot of butterflies, and it's like a fresh start for both of you. You may have already had quite a traumatic relationship, so you can like relate to what your person's going through right now. And the Star, healing. It does feel like you're both travelling off together somewhere. I don't know where. It's to the left of you though. Depends how far around the globe you go, I guess. But it's not up or down. It's not west. It's not, no, left. So it's west, isn't it? West is left. So now we're getting complicated. So anyway, I think that's what I have for you. You're just going to have to do what you need to do to protect your privacy. Yeah, the third party, the ex, will get the message eventually, and your connection will become untouchable to them. And I don't know what their friends think they're achieving, because if anything, they're just making everything go a hell of a lot worse, and they're making it a lot easier for your person just to walk away, to be honest. So maybe you should thank them. You know, it's like, I do think your person thinks they should have left years ago, but there we go. I'm gonna end the reading here. I hope the right person finds this reading, and if you do, claim it. I'm going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection so your angels take you on your way. If you'd like me to pull a card for you when I have my coffee in the morning, request pull a card. I will have a little shuffle. I'll tell you what card I got. It's a little reward for making it right to the end of the reading. Private readings are available. If you see purple hearts, you're now part of a purple heart gang. I think you're all amazing, and I will see you soon. Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. I live in a little seaside town, and I absolutely love reading tarot for you. Third party situation, you versus the third party. What do they know about you? What do they think about you? All of the things. One of my neighbour's children are outside and they keep randomly screaming. So if you hear that in the background, I do apologise. I've got my wind chimes up quite loud and I've got my microphone on, so hopefully you won't be able to hear it. But if you do, it's just kids. It's a really nice summer day and they're outside having fun. And they're a screamer. You always know when they're out. Bless them. To be young again in the summer, we used to take for granted, didn't we? So anyway, your third party situation. What is going on for you? You versus the third party. I'm going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons. Most importantly, for angels offering us a circle of protection, so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. Let's have a look. Down this side is you. Down the middle is your person. Down the far side is the third party. When I say third party, I mean the other person connected to your person. Down the middle is connecting energy. What's going on here then? So you've recently had the Four of Wands, which is marriage, house moves, romance. It can be the hopes for it. It can be celebrations. Your person's had the Empress reversed, which is kind of like a holding back, a lack of growth, putting a spanner in the works. For some reason I've got like my foot on a brake. Let's just take a moment. Yeah, the Nine of Cups reversed in the middle of you both, which is, it feels like your person's been shutting you out. Maybe the Four of Wands is your acknowledgement of what you want from a relationship, but your person is just like putting a stop to it. And that's been in the recent past. The third party or the other person connected to your person's recently had the Ace of Cups, and we've had the Wheel of Fortune in the middle of them both. The Ace of Cups is reversed as emotional anxiety, and the Wheel of Fortune is meant to be a new chapter opening up for that, but it has to close something down. Feels like your person's pushed you away. In my head, I've got, when you're in a swimming pool, and maybe if someone's on an inflatable and you push them and they go quite away, they just drift off, and they can't really stop it because it goes with the momentum of the water. I don't know why that's in my head, but that's what I'll relay. If you're a reader, everything that comes into your head, tell it, because it's for someone somewhere. That's what I've learned over the years. You've got the High Priestess reversed at the moment. You've kind of pulled your energy away from this. I think you're fed up with being rejected. I think you're fed up with a lot of things at the moment. And you're pulling your energy away. You want this to be resolved, but you want your person to resolve it. Your person's got the world at the moment. I'm just looking at them thinking, right, okay. And then you've got the Ten of Cups reversed in the middle of you both, which is kind of a stormy arguments, a wall between you both. It feels like you're not even letting them read your energy right now. It feels like you're playing a game of poker and you're not letting anyone see your cards, and you're not giving anyone any clues to anything. Because you want to know if your person wants you or not. The third party in this has the Four of Swords reversed, which is rejection, isolation, feeling quite sorry for themselves. So you and the third party are quite in similar situations at the moment. Of you've chosen to pull your energy away because you feel you had no other choice. But the third party's feeling very rejected, very isolated, very everything. They feel very closed off. I don't know if they know about you. Your person's got the world, and I'm kind of looking at them side-eyeing, thinking, well, what are they out in the world doing then? Well, these two people are wanting something from them, but they're out in the world doing something else. The Queen of Pentacles is in the middle of them both, which could just be the life that they've got together. It could just be money. It could just be the hopes to offer. Even though the third party's feeling rejected, they're still hopeful. The third party are quite happy for your person to go back and fix it. I think your person's treading a fine line with you, because I think you've just had enough. Your person's moving on to the King of Pentacles. Again, I'm side-eyeing your person quite a lot at the moment, because I'm thinking, well, what then? What's that about? Why are they happy and content? Because it does feel like with the world and with the King of Pentacles for them, they're getting quite what they want out of life. And I'm like, well, why don't they feel rejected? Why are they going around making everyone else feel vulnerable and all of the things? You're moving on to the Ace of Swords, which for me, it feels like you're taking power and control in this situation. You recognising that your person fancies the pants off you. And the Knight of Pentacles reversed is, it feels like you saying or you acting. I think actions would be louder than words. That's an old saying, but I think your person's going to be like, hi, I'm back. And you're going to know you need to do something different this time. You need to come in through a different door. You need to come in through a different route. And if you do, then we can start something here. It feels like you're taking leadership of the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Is they're going to have to do something different. And they're going to have to do it properly to win you around again if they want you. Whereas the third party at that point is going to be taking a stand of they're fighting for it. They're fighting for it. They're saying, look at what we've got. I don't think the third party knows about you. I just don't think they do. If they do, they don't want to. If all the signs are there and they're choosing to ignore it, they don't know about you. Willful ignorance, isn't it? And the Four of Pentacles in the middle of them both, which is a downgrade from the Queen of Pentacles. It's like holding on for dear life. Holding on. And for some reason your person likes that. Your person likes the idea of someone fighting for them and holding on to them and all of the things. But then again, with the Knight of Pentacles for you, reversed, they're going to have to do something different now. Are they going to go with the challenge? Or are they going to go with the person that's really fighting to stay in this connection? I'm going to pull a Celtic cross for you as an individual, because I want to know, like, once you've got to your Ace of Swords moment of, you want it, come and get it, but you're going to have to prove to me you want it, and you're going to have to prove that you want it, because it feels like, I'm not going to lie, like, what I'm picking up from your person is your person likes their ego stroked. They want it to be all about them. They want you to know everything about them. They're not really that interested in knowing too much about anyone else other than themselves. They would like more than anything for two people to fight over them. And you're taking the stance of, I'm not fighting. You want me, come get me. If you don't, I'm quite happy, thanks. Yeah. So let's do a Celtic cross for you. See what's around you. Opportunities to come. Possible attainment. Possible outcome. Just throwing the cards everywhere. We've got the Eight of Swords and the Strength. No, the Death card. Eight of Swords and the Death card. You're putting restrictions and boundaries in to trigger a change. So that's nice. Exhausting, but powerful. So I'm going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons. Most importantly, for angels. Let's have a look. If you want to support the channel, so the High Priestess, that's who you are at the moment. And this Celtic cross is all about you. The High Priestess, she has good intuition, she trusts herself, and she does what she knows is right for herself. And the King of Wands, you're trying to pull them towards you or open up your path to somebody new. The King of Wands is self-made in life. They have passion, they have desire. It almost feels like you're moving into the realm of you need your person to prove to you that they want you. And they need to prove it, don't they? If you want to support the channel, put a like on a reading. It doesn't cost you anything, and it really does help push the channel out in front of people that have never seen it before. And it may bring someone new who has never received a message, and hopefully it'll be good for them. Maybe at 4 o'clock in the morning when they need it the most. Subscribe, turn your notifications on. Let me know what you're currently looking at. If you were to look out your window right now, what can you see? At the moment I can see a blue sky and loads of swifts flying around each other. They've been doing it the last couple of weeks. They're so graceful to watch. I think they're definitely hooking up. I think they've probably got nests and eggs and things happening at the moment. So anyway, private readings are available. So the Ten of Swords. Yeah. So the third party in this comes up as the Swords twice. You're then taking the power of, well, fine, do what you want. The Ten of Swords feels like you're done with how it's already been and done with this connection. You're done with what's happened so far. You want something new. You want something different. And you're moving into this place of your person needs to fight for you, or your person needs to show up, or you're just done. The Ten of Swords is like your moment of letting go. of that moment of, it's been quite painful, it's been confusing, but to get your Four of Wands in life, you need to let go of the pain and let go of the people that cause you pain. You've got the Four of Pentacles, which is up there between them both. And it feels like you having your feet back on the ground again, especially with your Four of Wands there. It's like your energy calming down. I don't know if you've been overthinking or been really stressed out, but it feels like you center in your energy again. Behind you is the Chariot. So your moment of taking charge of this has already happened, and you taking charge of this is stepping back and making your person come towards you if they're meant to be coming towards you. Opportunity is the King of Pentacles, which they are going to be. I think it's going to turn them on a lot. I do. They're almost going to be like, hey, where you gone? Why aren't you stroking my ego anymore? Is there somebody else in your life? What's going on? Why aren't you communicating with me? And it feels like it's going to put them in a place of insecurity rather than them being in this place of it's all about them. So that's interesting. Underlying question is a loyalty here. I don't know, to be honest. The Eight of Cups is the timing. That's really nice to see. Whatever happens with the situation, you're going to be okay. Attainment on this is the Two of Swords. You're almost taking all of the weapons, you're taking all of the weapons and doing what you want with it. You're going from the Ace of Swords to the Two of Swords, which is making choices for yourself. And the Moon. And it's that thing of, you don't need to know, but you're happy to trust the universe. Especially with the High Priestess. At the moment, you don't want to trust the universe, but you're going to be moving into the place of acceptance, and I'm going to trust the universe to bring them to me if we're meant to be together, and I'm going to let go of them if we're not meant to be together. And it's the Moon, that path that you can't quite see, but you know there's a path there for you. And the Two of Swords is about your inner balance. It is about that thing where I said, feels like you're centering yourself, grounding yourself again, opening up your High Priestess far and wide, and listening to what the universe is trying to bring to you. Because if you want the Four of Wands, if you want the marriage, if you want the house moves, if you want the things, it's opening your path up to the universe and saying, I don't know what you're going to deliver, but I trust that it's going to be good. Third party in this is going to fight for this connection for quite a while. They're not really going anywhere. They don't want to go anywhere. If anything, I think it's going to turn your person off that they do that, to be honest. But I want you to do what's right for you. I don't think the third party knows about you, to be fair. If they do, they don't want to. What I think about this reading is, I think it's quite nice to see that you go, right, I'm going to trust the universe. I'm going to keep putting one foot in front of the other. If they don't come towards me, they don't come towards me, and I trust that the universe is going to take me to where I need to go. It's like the universe is your sat nav. Listening to it and trust it, and you're listening to it thinking, I don't know where you're taking me. This is not where I normally go, but you get to where you need to go because the sat nav, or you end up somewhere really stupid. But, you enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. Make them chase you a bit. And if they don't chase you, then someone else will. So that's what I have for you. You're very strong. You're much stronger than what you realise. At the moment, you don't feel particularly strong, but I feel your strength coming in. And I think the third party lacks that a bit, because they're going to be holding on to this for dear life. And that's not particularly flattering, I don't think. Not in this situation, because, it comes from a place of insecurity. There's a difference between knowing that you want it and fighting for it, and knowing that you shouldn't have it and it's not any good for you and fighting for it anyway. That's different, isn't it? Two different things. And that's where the third party's coming from, I think. So I'm going to end reading here. Going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection so your angels take you on your way. If you'd like me to pull a card for you when I have my coffee in the morning, request to pull a card. I will have a little shuffle. I will tell you what card I got. May make sense, may not. It's your little reward for making it right to the end of the reading. If you see purple hearts, you're now part of the Purple Heart gang. I think you're all amazing. Such an amazing community here. The subscribers here are slowly ticking up a little bit. I think this is the most growth that we've had for the last 3 years. It's crazy. And I really do appreciate all of you being here so much. And you're just all so brilliant. Private readings, as always, are available from my website. If you come in at the end of the week and I've run out, come back on a Monday or Tuesday. That's when I list my diary for the week and put out however many readings I can do that week. So always come back Monday or Tuesday if there's none available. If there's none available, there'll be a note on my website on the booking page saying when they'll be restocked. So I will see you soon.